How's it going? It's been a while since I've done a video. It's River Chef Berry. I'm at a real special place today. I'm in Bangor, California. I believe it's north or southeast of Orville. There was a little gold rush town out here. And I am at my parents' house that has gold in it. It's the first place that I found gold all on my own without my friends telling me where to go. So it's kind of a special gold mining spot to me. I got my pack. I'm gonna hike down the hill, down that way to the creek that's got gold, and I'll show you some cool stuff along the way. All right, so I'm walking away from the house right now, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of the lay of the land. Up that direction, kinda up there where my finger is, there's a little pond up there. And there's the old pump house. There's also a little drainage creek that goes right along there, down here, all the way down to the pond on the other side of this fig tree. All throughout the property, there's old rock walls. You can kind of see one of them over there a little bit. But what's really cool is what's on the other side of this fence in front of me. I want to walk you guys to. It's a old foundation to an old home from a long time ago, supposedly during the 49er era is what my parents told me. So I'm going to walk you around, show you the base of the rocks that are out there, and show you where I metal detected once. Alright, well, I'm almost to the old supposed house from back in the miner days. Another cool thing about this area I'm going to take you to right here is there used to be a tree where I just came from walking from over there. Used to be a big old oak tree that went down years ago that I used to sit at and hunt turkeys from. And right in this area, all behind me, I've got several turkeys back here. A lot of good memories here. That's why it's pretty special. Hunting gold, even fish in the pond too. But I'm going to take you around this little formation of rocks that's supposedly a house foundation from back. Walking up on this, there's a lot of little trails that come through the grass here because there's a lot of wildlife, but this is part of that formation. I'm going to go through here real quick, but it looks like it could be a house. I'm not gonna bet my life it was a house, but it makes sense. It's the shape of a house for the most part. And it kind of goes this way. I also metal detected in this little space once. I believe I was right around here, and I was just doing it just to try out my metal detector, and I found probably about 15 super old square nails. So I wouldn't doubt that there was a house here at one point. Whether it's from the 49ers, which it could be, but it could not be, is another story up for debate. But I'm going to get walking down the trail. It goes off that way. There's something else really cool I'm going to show you guys. And I will get down to the creek that's just right down there. So we'll check in with you in a sec. So also, I forgot to tell you guys, my grandpa, who owned this property many years ago, he used to raise cows and sell them. And so there's some cool old fences. Like right here. Maybe I could see it. I can't. The glare on my phone's killing me, but there is all kinds of cool old stuff around here. Which, one of the coolest things is right down here. I'm going to flip my phone around and show you. But it is an old mill from way back. I don't know how way back, but way back enough to where it's all by itself and there's nothing there and there's all rusted stuff. So I'm gonna walk over there to you and show you guys. We're just right off the trail. The trail's right there. This is a deer and turkey trail that kind of like goes this way off to the neighbor's property. But this right here is something that's really cool. It's a lot of the old rusted out parts from whatever. Looks like a couple of number tin cans. I haven't really looked at it before. too closely, not on camera anyway, but there used to be an old sawmill down here, and I will go get you some film, well, a picture, film, whatever, of the saw blade. It's actually at the end of my parents' driveway. It's a marker we've had there since Grandpa was alive and when I was a little baby. And this is right on the edge of the property line between our neighbors and us. But this is definitely what's left of the old sawmill. It would be interesting to detect around here to see what kind of things we could find. But we are heading down, the sun out of my eyes, down there. Down there is a nice little seasonal creek that has water most of the year, but not enough to really do anything. So we're gonna walk down along the trail and get there and show you some cool stuff. Maybe find some gold. So I was telling you when I was up at the top of the property how there's a bunch of old rock wall things, like for property boundaries or old fence lines, fire breaks, whatever they use them for. But back in there, there's several of them that kind of come together, and there's also a place I think looks like bedrock. I'm gonna check that out. Maybe not today because I got a new sluice. So I'm gonna hopefully run in this little creek in front of us and use, you know. And I got my new blue gold pan that I made a video with my action camera that I haven't been able to upload from my camera's SD card to my iPad, which I took out on my birthday, ironically, the last time I went out mining or prospecting, and fell. So I kind of took it easy the rest of that day in trying to get the footage off there. I somehow deleted it, but something that's kind of cool. Right there looks like a little turkey trail, because I know tons of turkeys come through here. Turkeys, deer, and this is just a really cool, peaceful place. I miss the hills. The hills are a lot of fun. Don't miss all the bullshit of living out in the country, though. There's some weird ass people out here. But I'm not sure if we can hear it, but right here is the drainage from the lower pond. Right back down here. This is super cool. Right in there is a nice little opening. That is one of my favorite little hiding spots to go turkey hunt, right on the edge of the property and pull them from across the street. It's a cool spot down at Mom and Dad's. But we're almost to the creek. We'll be there in a few paces. But there is a road that goes by it, so if you're doing anything like high banking or dredging, if it was legal, people could drive by and see you if they looked hard enough. But it gets kind of jungly and thick down here. But it's a cool spot. We're almost there. I can hear water, which is a good sign. So hopefully I can run my new little gold fox sluice that I got for my birthday with money my parents gave me. So we're going through some jungle to get down to the little creek, which is a cool little spot. It's super quiet. It's looks like the winter water is definitely eroded some on here, but still means there's probably gold here. Right here, tailing pile I got grown over from high banking. I'm gonna hop down here and show you guys some footage of the bank I'm standing on, what it looks like looking at it instead of on top of it. But it looks really cool and kind of promising, like it could be old river channel or something, I don't know. But I've learned a lot since I started, and some of my friends have told me that it looked like it could be a really promising area. So I'm gonna do a little blurb of the side bank, gonna classify a bucket and sluice it out, see what we get. So right here where I'm standing, it's like about a foot further back than it used to be. That rock was a stepping stone I used to step on to get down. I really hate walking and filming at the same time, especially in a creek, because I do not want to fall, and I don't want to fucking drop my phone in the creek. But you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? This looks like some packed looking rocks, and it looks really, it's like that all the way down. So I was gonna set up my new sluice. This is my new sluice. It's a little sluice fox. It reminds me a lot of the Easy sluice, but it kind of like, you could adjust it. You could put the header on and off, or add additional lengths of sluice, which I think is kind of neat. And also, you could snap two sections of sluice together and make it look like just a plastic box. So we're gonna set this bad boy up and hopefully find some gold with it. So I got my classifier and bucket right where I want to dig, right the tip of my shovel. From like there, and there was like where I got some of the best gold ever out of this creek. So I'm just gonna pick up kind of where I left off with my friend Jason, and we used to come out all the time. Our best day was, I'd say, about like 3/4 of a gram right there. But it's also been like 2 or 3 years since we've come out here and done anything, so maybe a bunch of stuff's moved around. Who knows? We'll see what happens with the gold today. I do know mosquitoes get really gnarly out here, so I'm gonna try to do one bucket just to see if I can get anything good out of it. I'm gonna classify the 1/4 inch because I left my half at home, but I got the little sluice set up. I think it's doing good over there. We'll see what it turns out to be. Man, I always forget how much I hate classifying. I got about maybe half a bucket classified. I dug down about a foot. Why am I trying to move my phone? It's on, face me. Anyway, classifying sucks. That's why I love my bazooka sluice. But that thing needs a lot of water to work properly. And so I got this little baby sluice for like a little tester sluice. I think it's gonna run good. I am gonna use that. I'm gonna also show you all my brand new Mine Lab pan. This thing is like beast mode. It's super thick, heavy. It's got the 2 different types of riffles. It's pretty thick. I don't feel like it's gonna break like some other pans do. I broke several of them. But I'm gonna go run this little, maybe half a bucket of dirt, and show you guys what I get out of it, and maybe try to film a little bit of it running, and maybe film the whole thing in the video. So we'll see what happens. All right, check back in a second. So I kind of misjudged how much dirt I classified. It's maybe a 1/4 bucket. Man, it seemed like I did a lot more. But anyway, we're gonna do this first scoop from Mom and Dad's in like several years. Probably could use some more lower pitch. I'm not really sure, because I don't usually run these types of sluices, so I'm gonna say very novice to this, but it doesn't look good because that first set of little riffle things sure did pack up fast. But there's a lot of irony, heavy stuff in this dirt, so we're just gonna do it a little bit less than do not a lot. Oh shit, check it out. There's a little chunker right there. It didn't even move. I'm gonna keep doing this, see what we can keep finding. That's one thing I do know about my mom and dad's house, is that there is gold here. It's just not necessarily the best gold, but there is gold here. Like, that seems to be a nice little piece right there. And I think there's one that is worse. Not a whole lot better. Still kind of sucks. But whatever. This is the first time using this sluice. I've never used a sluice like this before. So I'm having a little bit of issues. I don't know if I have enough water flow or not for here. But that gold did move down to here, that nice looking size piece. So maybe what I'll do is just pan this dirt out, because this isn't going as good as I was hoping it would. I know you guys can see that. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. I wish it was always like this. I think this is just a fluke today. Maybe it's because I have a new sluice and I just got lucky. But we're going to keep doing this. Put a little bit more dirt down. And see what happens. Of course, the flow sucks. But the gold doesn't. So we will just keep doing what we're doing. Because I don't really care as long as that gold stays in this box. Because that's like some of the best gold I've ever seen at my parents' house. Let alone from half a bucket. Less than half a bucket. Quarter a bucket. Shoot. But this takes a long time to clear out. Okay. There's not a lot of black sand, but there's a lot of red, rusty looking stuff in here. I forgot that Bangor is full of, I think it's irony dirt. But I think I hit the mother lode. Like, that's my index finger, and that is the biggest piece that I found. I am utterly shocked at what I got today. Like, I think I should buy a lottery ticket, because I've never seen gold this good. It's pretty lucky. I'm gonna suck this up and walk back up the hill. It's starting to get dark. You can see where the sun is on top of the hill up there. So I'm gonna get this sucked up. I'm still so surprised about this gold. I can't tell you how much it is because I broke my scale and I got pissed off at it. So I will post later at another date and time how much gold this really was. Alright, till then, you guys have a good time. It's kind of like dusky, like the sun's going down. And right now is the time of day when deer start moving around to go to bed, quite literally and figuratively. So we're gonna start hiking up. I'm gonna try to see if we could find a couple on the way up. Along those trails, we might be able to catch some. My wife just called me because she's going to go visit some friends right now, and said there was a couple up by the pond that we walked by earlier. So we will hopefully get some gold. It's starting to get a little chilly, so I'm gonna try to make this hike pretty quick if I can, but be quiet enough to not spook those deer if they're up here, because that'd be kind of cool to get a couple deer in our video today. A little honey hole turkey spot. I will see you soon. The last weekend of March can't come any faster. I am ready for turkey season. Well, we just powered up that hill pretty quick. Quicker than I normally do. Let's see what we can see. Because we're to the top right now. Yeah, they're in the woods now. They were right there and bolted along the fence line into the thicket. I was hoping to get closer, but oh well. Anyway, at the top of the hill, scared off the deer on accident. I was trying to get for you. We'll see if we got them when we go to edit this. But it's the end of my adventure for the day. It's beauty in the outdoors, you know. This is so peaceful. Too bad more people don't appreciate places like this, you know. The outdoors is a very therapeutic, calming place. It's more fun when you do it with friends. But like always, please subscribe, share this video, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I hope to see you on another adventure sooner than because I'll be probably moving out of California. Alright, anyway, stay tuned till next time.